This is the Verified Testing UX/PM Research Sync for July 8th. And we're going to jump right in. I'm going to skip over the read-only item. It's just a follow-up from last week when I was out. Jump into the research issue I opened for the text execution history. Lori, I saw you assign that back to me. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure if there was anything we needed to handle synchronously that we took today's meeting to talk through that real quick.
Yeah, for sure. I also added a comment in the issue just a second ago about this. So next steps are we need to start our screener. So you can start it in that template if you want to do it in the Google Doc first, we can, or you can jump right into Qualtrics if you want to do it that way too, whatever you feel comfortable with. And then we need to open a recruiting request issue as well. And that all goes in that research project. I do know that Emily just posted somewhere on the Slack channel that July is super busy for her for recruiting. So I wasn't sure of the timeline for this, but if we can tell her and Rupert, maybe we can talk to them in August. I don't know when you were hoping to do the research, but just know that she's got like 12 studies she's trying to balance. Wow. So it's a lot. And if you intend to do any of the recruiting yourself, you can say that in the issue and tell her she doesn't have to help, but just so she's aware that it's going on.
Okay, good to know.
Yep.
That answers my questions. Thank you. We're going to talk about what is next in design. 13.2. Juan, it looks like you're filling in the answer to my question there. There is designs in the issue, but nothing in the design tab, I believe, on.
Correct.
Go ahead.
I think we're good for that from an MVC perspective. I don't know if you agree. If you have any remarks, let me know, but I think we're good. So I'm going to move that to the design tab.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then looking ahead, so we have a whole bunch in 13.3 and nothing in 13.4 yet. I'm especially given where we're at in the topic we just discussed about the test execution history research. I'd probably lean towards moving that out into 13.4 to do design.
Okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. And then that'll help balance that out a little bit more, adding the file name to the JUnit report, and then the vision mocks that you and I have been talking about.
Perfect.
Oh, and you already have you do have some early mocks on the test execution history. Okay.
I do, yeah. I have, I was working on that last week, and I have some doubts that I need to ask you about, but I'll do it offline. I mean, but otherwise, I think I can share something in 13.2, and then we can basically iterate those designs in 13.3. And then the other two, yeah, I'll let you figure out that. I think that I saw that you put something about the vision mocks today, a meeting. So maybe that's your idea, is to work on that on 13.3.
Yeah, I have that. That was in there as well. We had put it into 13.3, just it wasn't labeled workflow design, so I was missing it in my milestone view. So I added that, and that just makes that a really big milestone for you from a design perspective for testing. And I know you have runner priorities as well, so.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that, I mean, I'll let you figure out which one you want to push for 13.4, and yeah, but I'm fine either way, you know, like whatever distribution you want to do.
Okay, well, let's take a look at those designs later today, or we can do that async, and we'll make a decision based on that, because we can push either of those back. We just need to let the appropriate folks know.
Sure, yeah, for sure, that makes sense.
Cool. All right, that'll help balance out 13.4 for us. Those are all my agenda items. Juan, I think you have the next point.
Yeah. All right. So we finally got merged the link link to the test report, which is awesome because that's that's what we wanted. But something happened. Ricky noticed that it wasn't showing in production. So I went and I checked out, and yeah, definitely there was a problem. It wasn't showing in production. So it took me a little while, but I figured out what was going on. It was like something that we couldn't catch in review for it's the way that the pipeline path is being passed, and well, we had some things that was making it not show up, but I fixed it and I already created an MR for that. So hopefully we can. I mean, it's already reviewed. Like I think we're just waiting for the maintainer to review it and merge it. So I think it's still gonna make it on 13.2. It's just we had to do that, like fix it, but it's fixed.
Yeah, we should be good for 13.2.
Yeah.
I don't recall, is this labeled as part of our MR beautification? Yeah, testing MR improvements. So this will be our first one to check off on that list.
Yeah, we definitely can check that one off once it gets merged. So yeah, that brings me to a second thing. Let me just copy and paste that because I have it here.
I'm excited about that because it'll drive more usage of that JUnit report, which then we can use to drive more usage of summary reports at the director level and some more of those paid items.
I'm excited about it too because I did it. Yeah, that brings me to the next one because you asked about the label. I added another issue. I didn't add it to the table. Nadia, I don't know, like should I add it to the table and to the epic? I don't know. Like I was wondering if it's too late to add new things.
When is it going to be implemented? Like what? Because that issue was focused on 13.2, like max of 13.3. If that goes into one of those, feel free to add it there just for visibility.
Yeah, if you open it, it's basically right now it's kind of confusing in our review app buttons, like view app and review. One opens the app and the other one opens the app if it has visual review tools enabled, and if it doesn't, it opens like a pop-up, like a modal saying like, hey, how to enable it. And that's super confusing. Like people,
I remember this issue.
Complain about that a lot. That one is not part of the epic though, right? Like I just like we just created that recently.
Yeah.
But it's an easy fix. It's as easy that I'm pretty sure I am gonna do this one myself. I'm just waiting for Marcel and I to like figure out the language, but that's just text, you know. So
yeah, so that issue and that initiative was like created to help prioritize the issues for, as I said, 13.2, 13.3. It sounds like you anyway have your eyes on this one. If you I don't know if you, because Marcel is still tracking the effort. If this gonna be like implemented by you or by by the engineering team, then you can add it there. Sure, it will be counted as a total result. If not, that's not a big deal. The main important part is to correct the behavior at the end of the day. And it sounds like you have.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, what we want is just to improve the page in general, make all those improvements. All right, I'll figure it out. I might add it, I might not add it. It has our label, the one that we created for this. If I don't add it, I'm still planning to work on it. And if I get to this on 13.2 or 13.3, I'm gonna add it just to show that we actually track it. You know, we actually did this and improved this. So it's pretty easy. I just think we need to figure out the language issues there and like what we can do to improve that. And Marcel the writer came with some good suggestions. So yeah, it's an easy fix. So
cool. All right.
That brings me to the other language improvement one, which turned out I didn't put the. Let me just find the actual issue. one is here. There it is. This one is turning out to be more complex than originally, like beyond my original analysis, and I'm wondering what are your thoughts on that? You can see the discussion below, but basically there's a lot of stuff that probably needs to be revisited and changed and improved. So this is definitely not going to happen in 13.2. I'm going to move it to 13.3. This is another one that I'm planning to get to, but there's a slight chance that we still need more time to figure out all these. So
Yep.
Wondering what happens if that's the case, Nadia.
You know, Juan, I actually had a really nice discussion today with Marcel around all of this, because I feel like there is so many of these little, and then some of them are being growing in a big elephant issues around merge request tasks or other improvements. And something that we have talked with Marcel about is that we are kind of like tackling all of those things separately, and like some of them are growing into the bigger items, but maybe it would be good to take a step back and like look at the general flow of the user, like you know, from the beginning to an end, and see, you know, kind of like what makes sense, and maybe this will guide us to some of decisions. So yeah, if this one is growing especially into something bigger, maybe we should like brainstorm with you. We could do it even in a separate session, like how do we want to approach these little things in the future, maybe involving somebody else from the team. Because I think like maybe we indeed need to zoom out here a bit.
Totally, I totally agree. I think my initial impression, I just changed the milestone of this one to 13.3, but my initial impression is that we probably need to break this down into 2 or 3 different issues, and then we can address smaller tactical areas of this language problem that we have around the MR widgets and whatnot. I think that's one good approach to like make it more reasonable and like don't allow these things to grow into like crazy, into crazy elephants, like you said it. So
maybe we need to chat with you, me, Marcel around that, and like kind of like maybe make a list of these things and like see what do we want to do about that. I don't want to make it more complicated.
No, I agree. I don't want either. So maybe we should do that. I just wanted to mention that initially it was like, hey, let's fix the source branch only language, and then we realized, well, but like we also have this problem in security, we have it on accessibility, we have it on test, like on the metrics report one, we also have like the way that we show other things, because it's part of the same problem, right? Like if you're gonna change one text, like you gotta change the other one, because then it doesn't make sense to make these changes, you know, like especially because like it's gonna make, once you change something, it might make another text even way more confusing, you know? So yeah, I don't have the solution, but I think the idea is that we should figure out how to break it down and tackle it like in smaller chunks. And I agree. Maybe we should meet and talk about it.
I will schedule something for us. So okay. I will act on the follow-up here. Thanks for bringing it.
All right, that's good. For now, I'm just gonna let the discussion keep growing there. There's a couple of people that have requested like my input on some things. So even James did it. He left a comment a couple of days ago. So we'll figure it out. All right. That I had, my last point is a reminder for James to schedule some time to record the 13.3 kickoff call.
Yep, I will book that for us for Monday. I was waiting for this week's refinement call because we have so little in Ready for Dev.
Yeah, whenever. I mean, I just friendly reminder.
Thank you.
Sure. And Laura, you have the last point.
I do. So I am going to probably start not attending these weekly meetings because I've got to start carving out some time for the CI adoption journey research. Yeah, but please ping me in issues or Slack if you need me. So I'm not stepping away. I just need to stop going to every meeting that I'm going to every week. And you guys are on the chopping block, so I apologize for that.
Actually, you're so good at making it to all the meetings that I'm always kind of like surprised. How does she do it? You know, it's crazy. So it's perfectly understandable. And yeah, we will chime you into whatever,
Please.
Yeah.
Please do. I'm still happy to help. It just, yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense.
Right. That's it.
All right. Well, we're good. I mean, it was a long agenda, but I think we made it. We made it.
Plenty of time to spare, even.
I know, we're always so efficient.
There's anything else? Are you guys good?
I think we're good.
With the virus, no problems with the virus at all. I got tested recently, but it was negative. So
that's good.
Yeah,
it's good to hear.
That's good. I think one of the friends that I know, I think he has it. He couldn't smell for a few days, and everybody on Facebook was like, "Go get tested." And then he's got a fever, he's got congestion, and he was in the emergency room getting tested yesterday. So I was like, "And how are you?" Because he's got a family, and I think he went to a bunch of graduation stuff. Let's tell people, Zoom is the only way to go to those graduation things.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's the closest person I know who has it. I haven't seen him in months, but yeah. So hopefully he'll be okay.
Yeah, probably he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll give you guys 5 minutes back. Thanks. I'll talk to you later.
Great. Sounds good.
Cheers.
Bye.